Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have completed the understanding of quadrilaterals. In that topic, you might have understood various types of quadrilaterals like square, rectangle, parallelogram, trapezium, rhombus, kite. What is important in all these quadrilaterals is you need to remember the various properties involved in it. Okay. What I suggest you, make a copy of one such notebook, and in that you need to write all the formulas, identities, and properties. Okay. Now today we shall start a new topic, that is exponents and powers. Exponents and powers. Here there are two words. The first one is exponents and the second word is power. The first word, there are two words. That is, first one is exponent and the second one is powers. Let us understand the meaning of exponents and powers. Exponents. So there are, for example, if you have been told to write 2 10 times, 2 10 times, 2 into 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 2, 5 and another 5, 10. Now, okay, you have space here. Yeah, you have written 10 times. If somebody says write 2 20 times, 2 20 times, how will you write? 2 into 2 into like that, 2 into 2 into. So we don't have space. We don't have space. So what is mathematics teaching us? Mathematics teaches us to make the things simpler. Make the things simpler. Think positively. Think correctly. Think easily. Think mathematically. So now you might have seen here 2 multiplied by 10. So this can be written as 2 to the power 10. 2 to the power 10. If it is 20 times, you can write 2 multiplied by 20 times. If 5 is multiplied by 4 times, how can you write? 5 is multiplied by 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 4 times. X is multiplied by 25 times. X into X into X into X into X. If X is multiplied by 2 times, X square. If Y is multiplied by 4 times, Y to the power 4. So this is how the bigger thing can be compressed, and it can be written as in a simpler form. And such things are known as exponents. Such things are known as exponents. Okay. Got it now? Exponents. Okay. Now, here two things are there. Here two things are there. For example, if 5 is multiplied by 7 times, so that is 5 to the power 7. Now here two things are, this is one thing, this is 5, and another one is this one. So this is called base. This is called base, and this is called power. This is called base and this is called power. Or sometimes this can be called a exponents. Exponent. This is base, exponent. So how 5 to the power 7? 5 to the power 7. Sometimes 5 raised to 7. So you can give 5 raised to 7. X raised to 3, or sometimes you can call it as x cube. X cube. X to the power 3. X to the power 3. Here 3 is an exponent or power and x is the base. And always remember, sometimes what is the confusion is, for example, 3 to the power 3 is there. 3 to the power 3, sometimes what you do, you just multiply 3 into 3. So that is 9. But it is wrong. It is wrong. So what it means, the first one you write this one and just check it how many times this number has to be multiplied. So this is 3, it means 3 is multiplied by 3 times. 3 is multiplied by 3 times. If 4 to the power 6 is there, it means what? 4 is multiplied by 6 times. The same number 4 can be multiplied 6 times. 6. 4 into 4 into 4 into 4 into 4 into 4. This, the exponents and power topic, what it makes? It makes us to write the bigger thing into smaller thing. For example, another example. If you know the earth of mass. Earth of mass is, see now, mass of earth is see, this is mass of earth. This is mass of earth. This is weight. This is weight. This is kgs. If earth can be weighed, if the earth can be, अगर भूमि को वेट किया जाए, वेट मतलब उसको तोल दिया जाए, ಇದನ್ನು ತೂಕ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಭೂಮಿ ತೂಕ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಷ್ಟು kg. So we don't know how to read it, isn't it? It's a very big number, but it can be written in a simpler form. Now see, 5970, you can read it, isn't it? Okay, good. Now write it 10. First write it 10. So how many zeros are here? You can count the number of zeros. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. So just write 21. That's it. So you can write how many zeros are there, no? You can write it like, or if you want to write any 5.970. So the point is how many, where is the point now? The point is moved 3 places, 1, 2, 3. So again 10 is there. So 3 places, add it. So it becomes 24. For example, another example. 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2. If it is there. If you want to write in decimals, how can you write? 6 point, write all the numbers, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2 into 10 to the power. Now, actually it may be the point may be here. Just count the number of places it moved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 places it moved left side. So 10 to the power 8. 10 to the power 8 means what? This number is multiplied by 10 to the power 8 times. Means 1 opposite, so 10 into 8 times. 10 into 10 into 10, 8 times you can write 10 and afterwards. So that is what we have done. We have suppressed it. So we have made it 10 to the power 8. Otherwise we could have written 10 into 10 into 8 times. In that place what we have written? So 10 to the power 8. The simpler way to write anything. Another example, 323.120. If it is there, if we have to write in simpler form, so 3.23120 into 10, right first. So how many points it moved? 1 and 2. So there, that's it. So this is the way you have learnt all these in your previous class. So this is what the basic means of exponents and powers. So now you understood the basic meaning of exponents and powers and why we are learning this topic. Okay, because when we move to the next classes, senior classes, we come across the bigger numbers. Those bigger numbers can be written in the simpler form. That is this exponential power way. Now, there are some rules. There are some rules in exponential powers. There are some rules that those are the properties known as. Those properties are known as okay. Okay, now let us the laws of exponents. We'll study about the laws of various laws of exponents. You might have understood. Let us look here. Look here. Laws of exponents. Laws of exponents. So we'll study one by one now, because when we start solving the examples, when we start solving the examples, what we need the laws under which law this example is solved. So first of all, whatever in mathematics, whatever you are going to solve it, you need to think about which laws this example is based on, which laws. So before that, for that only, you need to understand the laws of exponents. Okay. Now, sometimes these are called indices, laws of indices. Laws of indices. Laws of indices. Okay. Okay. Now, let us look at the first law. A to the power m into a to the power n is equal to a to the power m plus n. Here a should not be equal to 0. So what it means? A to the power n into a to the power n is equal to a to the power n, m plus n. So we'll solve some examples, you will understand what it means. For example, 2 to the power 3, 2 to the power 5. So what we have to do? When 2 to the power 3, 2 power 3 into 2 power 5. Now you can write, if you don't know the law, what you have to write? So you have to write first 2 3 times, 2 into 2 into 2. Into is there, into 2 how many times? 5 times. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 5 times. Now how many times 2 is there now? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, 2 to the power 8. Now let us consider that we don't know the formula, we don't know the law. Then how we might have solved it? First of all, we expanded 2 to the power 3, that is 2 multiplied by 3 times, and afterwards 2 multiplied by 5 times. So after expanding it, what we have done, we have counted the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 is multiplied by 2 is repeated 8 times. So you can write 2 to the power 8. Now if you know the formula, what happens? According to the formula, what it does, when the bases are same, you can see the bases are same. When the bases are same and the powers are different or sometimes it may be same. When the bases are same and the powers are different or same, what you have to do? Just write the base first, A, and just add the powers. 2, 3 plus 5, 3 plus 5. 2 to 3 plus 5 is how much? 8. See, very simple. It's a very simple way to calculate the example. If you know the law, you can easily calculate, easily understand the way to write the answer. Another example. 3 to the power 4, 3 to the power 7, 3 to the power 5. Now look here. Now if you go on writing 3 4 times, 3 7 times, 3 5 times, it is going to be so big it is. Now you have the formula, you know the formula, what it does. So what it says, now the base, if the base is same, and what you have to do, add the powers. 4 plus 7 plus 5. 4 plus is 11, 11 plus 5 is 16. That's it. 3 to the power 16. This is what the law says. Here one thing you need to remember, the base cannot be equal to 0. The base cannot be equal to 0. If the base is anything raised to 0 is what? 0 only. Anything raised to 0 is 0 raised to anything is what? 0 itself. If 0 is multiplied by 100 times, what is the answer? 0. If 0 is multiplied by 10 times, what is the answer? 0. If 0 is multiplied by 5 times, what is the answer? 0. So, what is the condition here? The base cannot be equal to 0. The base cannot be equal to 0. Now, this is the first law of exponents. Or you can call this is the law of indices. The first law of indices. The first law of indices. Okay. Now, we'll move to the second law. Okay. Now, second law. What is the second law? A to the power m divided by a to the power n is equal to the a to the power m minus n. Again, a should not be equal to 0. Now, look here. Again, what is happening? Now, again, we'll solve some examples. You will understand what this formula means. Example. First example. 7 to the power of 6 divided by 7 to the power 3. Now you can see, if you don't know the formula, what you have done? So you have done 7 6 times, 7 into 7 into 7 into 7 into 7 into 7. 7 3 times, 1, 2, 3. So this cancel, this cancel, this cancel, this cancel, this cancel, this. What remains? 7 to the power 1, 2, 3. So this is the way you might have done if you don't know the formula. Now you know the formula. What according to the formula it says? If the bases are same, and the numbers are in division form, then what you have to do? First write the base and just subtract the power of the base from the power of the numerator. That is 7 to the power 6 minus 3 is 3. We'll take another example. m to the power 8 divided by m to the power 80, m to the power 18 minus m to the power 12. So in this case, what you will get written? 18 times you have to write 18 m, and in the denominator, what you have to write? M 12 times, m into 12 times, and you are going to cancel all those things, and whatever the remaining things are there. So what you have to write? You have to write the remaining thing. Now, if you know the formula, what according to the formula, if the bases are same, what you have to do? You have to subtract the power of the base, the power of the denominator from the power of the numerator. So 18 minus 12 is how much? 6. This is the answer. This is the answer. This is how this formula could be applied whenever such examples come into the exam. Okay. Now let us do the third property. Let us understand the third property. So what is the third property? A to the power m to the power n. Power का power. So a to the power m into n. Again, what is the basic condition? The base cannot be equal to 0. Now let us do some examples. First one. 12 to the power 5 to the power 6. So in general, if you don't know the formula, what you have done? So 12 will be multiplied 5 times. 12 into 12 into 12 into 12 into 12. And many of us don't know the table of 12. I know it. So then it is very difficult. 12 12s are 144, 144 12s are okay. Very difficult it is. And how would you write all those things? Now, again, what you have to do? For each, again 12 6 times, 12 6 times, 12 6 times, 12 6 times, 12 6 times. So very difficult. How many times you have to write? 12 6 times, 12 6 times, 12 6 times, 12 6 times, 12. So you have to write 12 30 times. Very lengthy one. And if you know, now you know the formula, that is what? A to the power m to the power n. That is equal to 12 to the power 5 to the power 6. What do you write? Base is same. Just multiply the powers. So 12 to the power 30. 12 to the power 30. That's it. Simple. In one go, the example is finished. We'll solve an example. X to the power 3, 3 to the power 2, to the power 5. So in this case, now there are powers of 3 in number. Again, same thing. The base will be same. What you have to write? Just multiply the powers. Just multiply the powers. 3 to the 6, 6 5 the 30. That's it. This is how such examples can be done. So this is all about the third law of exponent. Third law of exponent. Now we shall study the fourth law. You need to remember all these properties. What is the fourth law now? A to the power m into b to the power m. Now in the first formula, in the first law, what is that law? A to the power m into a to the power n. The bases are same. The bases are same and the powers are different. Now what is here? Here the bases are different and the powers are same. Here the bases are different and the powers are same. Then what you have to do? Just multiply the bases and keep one power as it is. Again here the same condition. A and B cannot be equal to 0. A and B cannot be equal to 0. Now let us understand this formula using the example. 7 raised to 9 and 5 raised to 9. Here you can see the bases are different and the powers are same. When the powers are same, so what you have to do? You have to just multiply the bases and keep the power as it is. 7 5s are 35 and just put the power as it is. Another example, y to the power 13 and x to the power 7. Now you can see the bases are different. One is x and another one is y. So what you have to do? Just multiply the bases. X into y. Sorry. Here the powers must be same. Now you can see the bases are different and the powers are same. So just write 13 as a power. That is, you can write xy raised to power 3. But you cannot multiply x and y. Just write as it is. This is all about the fourth law. This is all about the fourth law. You need to remember all these laws. Okay. Now, let us look into the next law, that is fifth law. Fifth law. A to the power m divided by b to the power m. Here also you can see the bases are different and the powers are same. In that case, what you wrote? A divided by b to the power m. A divided by b to the power m. Here also same. A and b cannot be equal to 0. Example, 13 raised to 5, 9 raised to 5. You can see the bases are different, 13 and 9, and the powers are same. In that case, what you do? 13 by 9 to the power 5. Another example, 16 to the power 7, 4 to the power 7. You can see the bases are different and the powers are same. So in that case, what you do? 16 upon 4 to the power 7. And if it is possible, you can cancel it. 4 ones are, 4 fours are. So 4 to the power 7. The answer is 4 to the power. And if it is not possible to cancel it, keep as it is. Keep as it is. No need to think what we have to do. So this is all about the fifth law. Now, the sixth law now. Now this is very important. This is called inverse law. A to the power minus m. If the power is negative, if the exponent is negative, then what you have to write? 1 upon a to the power m. The negative becomes positive. The negative becomes positive. Here, for example, 3 to the power minus 5 is there. How will you write it? So 1 upon 3 to the power 5. Another example, 6 to the power minus 13. How will you write it? 1 upon 6 to the power 13. If it is x to the power minus 1, how will you write it? 1 upon x. 1 there is no need to write, but what you have to remember, if it is negative it will become positive, if it is negative it will become, even the same thing you can write. For example, 3 to the power 5 is there. If 3 to the power 5 is there, if the number is 3 to the power 5, if you want to write it inverse, sometimes they will ask what is the inverse of it, so you can write 3 to the power minus 5. 3 to the power minus 5. If it comes up, it becomes positive. If it comes up, it will become, so you can write 1 into 3 to the power plus 5. Now when it goes to the numerator, it becomes positive. So if the numerator comes down, it will become negative. Always remember this. Whenever you solve such examples, you need to remember the properties, how the numbers are acting like that. And the last and the best law, that is a to the power shunya, that is 7th law. A to the power 0 is always equal to 1. What it means? It means anything raised to 0. Anything raised to 0 is 1. For example, 121 raised to 0 is how much? 1. 225 raised to 0 is how much? 1. X plus y to the power 0 is how much? 1. X square plus y square plus z square plus 2000. If the bracket is there and the power is shown, then the answer is 1. Means anything raised to 0. Anything, if any number is having the power as 0, the answer must be equal to 1. So these are the 7 laws you need to remember while solving the examples, in the chapter exponents and powers. You have to write all these formulas in a formula book, so that in every day you need to remember all these formulas, so that you can easily do the examples. I think you understood it. Thank you. Tomorrow again we'll look into the next examples.